How's it going, guys? In this particular segment, we're going to be doing a little bit of bonus content for this week's jam. I got some new gear this week, which I'm going to be including in this week's jam, which I'm pretty excited about. So I figured I'd share it with you after this. Welcome back. I don't usually do this kind of thing. I usually do just the jam. Last time I did a little bit of an explanation of the jam, which I'll be doing again this time. But I got some stuff that I'm pretty excited about that I'm going to be including, like I said, in this jam. And I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of unboxing with you guys, even though I don't usually do it, but I'm pretty excited about it. Let's start with one piece, which will kind of clue you into what's going on. So let's get this guy open. I haven't even opened it yet myself, so we'll be looking at it together for the first time. So this is a company I've been really excited about for a long time, and obviously, we all know Make Noise as a modular company, and there we go. And modular is not for everybody, obviously, but it's something I've been interested in a long time, and just not something that everybody can afford. And I've up until recently not had a job that would allow me to afford Eurorack gear in general. So to dip my feet in a little bit, I've decided to grab a couple of items to start my modular journey, and let's take a look at that stuff. The first thing we're going to look at, well, whatever the box decides to show us first. Let's dig in. I guess we'll grab this guy first. Let's see who it is. No, actually, you know what? I can see what we got in here, so I can decide. We're going to start with the Make Noise O-Coast. Yeah, I don't want to really ruin the shirt much, so we're just gonna we're gonna move this guy up a little bit so we can fit the box onto the table, and we're gonna dig in here and see what we got. Well, it looks like we have the manual, which read the fucking manual. Patch cables, and it looks like the MIDI converter, and it looks like another type of converter. This is my first step into modular in general, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of homework before we start our jam. I mean, I've been watching videos on this stuff constantly before I got it, so obviously I know a little bit of what I'm doing, but this is the first time obviously I'm getting my hands on this stuff. So yeah, let's take a peek at the O-Coast. Yeah, everybody knows what an O-Coast looks like. It's been around for a while. After watching some videos, I've been really excited to see what I could do with one. If you watch my channel, you know I'm the type of guy that likes to use MIDI, and this has a MIDI in, and so I figured I could figure out something. It's got knobs, it's got patch points. It's not the easiest thing to understand, but I've been able to wrap my head around it just using the videos. And to go along with this guy, I decided to get one more piece of equipment, and that is the Make Noise Strega. And let's take a look at what comes in the Strega box. Oh, we got some more patch cables. And if you can hear, there's a storm going on here. And a little about me, I live in the Middle Georgia area, which is about, I want to say, 2 hours south of Atlanta. And we've got some adapters here. And Oh, look at that. We got a sticker. I love stickers. Oh, there you go. So we'll figure out what we're going to stick that on. But we've also got, let's put this guy down here. The Make Noise Strega, which is a collaboration between Make Noise and Alessandro Cortini, who is a abstract artist who collaborates with Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails, obviously. But a little bit about me, I've been interested in modular for a long time. When I was about 23, I think I was, no, not 23, sorry, 31. I'm a little tired and it's been a long week. But around the age of 31, I met a gentleman named Joey Blush, who goes by Blush Response now. He's an artist that works out of Germany, and he has a YouTube channel as well, which if you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, I highly suggest you check out his channel because he's got really awesome stuff going on there. And I mean, he's really good at what he does, so check that out. But I met him when I was about, like I said, 31, and that was back in 2011, and he already had a modular rig that would make you blush. See what I did there? But like I said, up until now, I haven't been able to afford this kind of stuff. You know, about a few years ago, I got a job that paid pretty well and allowed me to further explore my audio habits. And now I've taken the first baby steps into modular. Make Noise has been a company that I've been interested in a long time. For some reason, their aesthetic, their sound, and just their general ethos has been something that really, kind of like Elektron. I don't really like correlate the two companies, but the two companies, like their ethos really, like it does something to my soul. So I'm really excited to see what I can do with these two devices along with the rest of my devices in this weekend's jam. And I'm going to stop rambling now, and I hope you really enjoy what I'm able to come up with this weekend. You guys take care and enjoy. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. And now with the snazzy new t-shirt on, we can get to the explanatory part of the video. But before I get to that, fair warning, this video is very experimental. I mean, it's still got my, you know, I go from part to part of the song, and it's got melodies and chords, pads, whatever, but it's very glitchy, and it's not what I usually do. This being like kind of Buchla inspired in a way, it's a little odd, but I really like the way it came out, and I hope you do too. Let's get to the explanatory part. All right, so I tried to get a shot of everything. It's kind of hard with the one camera or whatever, but clearly we have a take 5, which is on pad duty. We have the O coast going into the Strega, going into the chord chaos pad, going into the microcosm for the melody and, well, the glitchy version of the melody. We have the toy machine on the Synth also playing the same melody lead line. We have one of the tracks on the Analog 4 doing the same line. I like to layer my sounds to kind of get like a bigger sound, and then I'll break them down and I'll build them back up. And from there we have the rhythm on drum duties, and that's pretty much it. That's all the rhythm is doing. But the Analog 4 is also on bass duties. And that's pretty much it. I've got everything, pretty much everything except for the drums going through the octatrack, so that I can, you know, on my B side I have a delay and a filter, which typically, if you know, that's my usual go-to effects chain on the octatrack. I'll filter out the bottom end and I'll delay it into reverb, or actually I think it's just delay. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, it's just delay. And just kind of give it that ethereal feel for my change-ups, my transitions. And then, you know, I have the APC 40 controlling everything through Ableton, because quite honestly, running everything through a sequencer, it has its limitations. And, you know, with 64 steps, that's 4 bars. I typically like to do 8 bars in a typical phrase, one of my phrases. And so that, I'm gonna need Ableton for that. And so that's why I use Ableton. I'm sure people wonder why I use Ableton to run my hardware machines. It's because I like 8-bar phrases. And, I'm sure there's a way to do it on the sequencers. But for me, the Ableton workflow is something that I'm very comfortable with. And I just don't see the need to try to prove that I can do it just with hardware. I'm not a DAW-less guy. I do like to do DAW-less jams every now and again, but it's not my main thing, and it's not like something that I'm really like, oh, that I need to do that. So this is my first patch with the O-Coast going into the Strega. It's a little wild. The way I pulled that off was, like I said, I like to use MIDI. Some people don't like MIDI or they feel like it's cheating. I don't give a shit what people think, so I do what I want to do. So I fed my lead line through the O-Coast into the Strega and obviously into the Chord Chaos Pad KP3 and into the Hologram Microcosm. And well, without this side was off when I did my patch. Like I said, I ran the lead line through the machines, and as it was playing, I patched the machine to get a tone, or I guess like a patch that I liked. Or it's actually probably the very first time in my life that I've done sound design from scratch. I'm not a big sound design guy, but this kind of forces you to, and I did enjoy it. So there's gonna be more of this happening. And that's pretty much the explanation, guys. Let's get to the jam.